Hello from Bismarck, North Dakota. I'm John Devney with Delta Waterfowl. I'm in a place I really don't want to be in the second week of November, and that's in the office. This is a time of year where we typically expect the birds to be leaving the prairies in good numbers, and it's a time, frankly, that I get pretty excited about shooting ducks. Well, this fall's been an interesting fall. No matter where you are, you're probably faced with the same dilemma we are, in that we've had an incredibly mild fall. Today in Bismarck, North Dakota, second week of November, we're going to have highs of 68 degrees. Today in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, it's 60 degrees. Incredibly mild. And I think that's the big story so far about the duck and goose migration coming down the pike, is just how incredibly mild it's been. Now, the other thing that's happened that's had pretty significant impact, I think, on a lot of birds leaving the Canadian prairies is those warm temperatures coupled with incredibly wet August and Septembers. What that has done is create an incredible buffet for both ducks and geese in places like Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Untold thousands and thousands of acres of small grain that wasn't able to be harvested in August and September as a result of that rain. It's providing incredible food resources for both ducks and geese. When we look around at what's happening, despite the incredible warmth, we continue to see little itty bitty pulses of migration. We've seen white fronts. You know, if we expected, just because of the warm weather and really incredible food conditions up in Saskatchewan, we wouldn't expect there to be white fronts in Louisiana like there are. We know that there's reports of folks in Arkansas, although it's very dry there, as it is in Mississippi and other places, it's exceptionally dry. But where there's water, there are reports of ducks starting to filter in some of the more southerly wintering areas. The Atlantic coast has been very similar to what we've seen here in the prairies and in the mid-continent. Very warm conditions, sort of stale migration, and lots of guys frustrated with dealing kind of stale local birds and waiting on that pulse of new fresh birds. We're hearing the same thing from the west. So I guess we're all waiting on weather. The short-term forecast the next 10 days doesn't indicate that there's anything happening really before Thanksgiving. Maybe there'll be another weather event that crops up, but at this point I think hunters from north to south, east to west are waiting on that next big weather event. While it's getting a little late for us, I hope the rest of the season continues to go well for you. We get the northwest winds, we get some cold, shuffle these birds off the prairies and get them down to you, and you can enjoy a wonderful duck and goose hunting season. From all of us at Delta Waterfowl, the Duck Hunters Organization, we're going to be in touch and let you know when that big event is coming. Hopefully in the next couple weeks you're going to hear from us that the big prairie clearing front is happening, and you'll have some birds, fresh birds to look forward to over your decoys.